The 6'6 senior jumping off in the center circle. And against number 1, the freshman, 6'5 out of Warwick, Rhode Island, Cosray Cummings. Ball's in the air, and we're underway in this Consolation matchup. Cummings at the top of the key, swing to the right wing, and a drive now. Kick back to Cummings from Medina. Cummings with a little floater gets it to go. And it's 2-0 Warren Wilson, or 2-0 Central Maine early on. Warren Wilson trying to break the press. They get it ahead to the corner. Tyler Triplett will pull up. A long two, doesn't fall. Rebound by Rashad Ali on the baseline. A kick to the right wing. Gagne for three, and Gagne misses wide. Baseball pass ahead from Medina to Jalen Lincoln. Lincoln will not get that to go. Great stand-up defense by Ty Johnson not to give up his ground. And a putback the other way from Tyler Triplett ties this game at 2. Both of these teams want to run early on. We're not at a 2 here from Maltho Gymnasium. Now a floater doesn't go. Cummings with a putback, and he's fouled on his way up. So he will shoot 2. That foul's going to go against Ty Johnson. A junior out of Wilkesboro, North Carolina, picks up his first. Rashad Ali gets the foul. Cummings makes the free throw. And they'll try a second. A minute in, the second free throw from Cummings left short. 3-2 now your score. Rebound pulled in by Timur Akte. Gagne gets it across the timeline into Akte, and Akte is fouled out front. Jalen Lincoln picks up the touch foul. Johnson in the backcourt setting up the show. Johnson a handoff inside, the little jumper from Akte, and Akte knocks it down. Warren Wilson up 5-4 on the bucket from Timur Akte at a Bursa Turkey, and now a long-range 2. Missed there from Jimmy Pina back in this game. Or not Pina, but Colton Bivighouse. Getting a start today for Sean Hill. To the left wing now, Gagne a feed into the corner. Akte's three is no good. And a putback there by Tyler Triplett. Triplett out of nowhere came in the back door and makes this a 6-3 game. And now it's lost out of bounds in the corner off of Jalen Lincoln. Basketball goes back to the Owls. Two minutes in, Warren Wilson leads 6-3. Now on the breakaway, Gagne, a kick to the corner, 3 on the way from Triplett, and it's in and out, no good. Medina will push. Medina, a one-handed kick. Flanagan lost his handle on it, would have popped the 3 right then and there. Instead, it's back to Medina. He was in foul trouble last game. The 3 on the way and knocking it down. Tim Flanagan ties the game at 6. Out of Providence, Rhode Island, Flanagan knots us up 2.5 minutes in. A wide open look under the basket for Rashad Ali. And Ali makes this an 8-6 game. Cummings the other way quickly. Again, remember, this is the top scoring team in Division II basketball, so they like to push the tempo. Medina up and under. Bounce pass inside, a little wide for Cummings. Out of bounds, and it goes back to Warren Wilson. They average nearly 99 points a game. Tops in Division II. The women also tops in their division as well. That's an aggressive brand of basketball they teach up at Central Maine. And now we got a clear-out foul before the call. Justin Gagne picks up the foul. Entry pass from Medina, swing around. There's Sean Hill. It'll give it up to Xavier Colbert. Lost the handle on it, slipped. Goes back to Warren Wilson. Here's Johnson at the top of the key to slow things down. Trying to work off a ball screen. Johnson pulls up, swings it to the right side. A good feed there from Akte. Dribble drive, disrupted flow from Gagne. The 3 from Ty Johnson falls for Warren Wilson, and their lead grows to 11-6. The other way, Colbert up top. They'll swing it around. Sean Hill with a take. Hill a kick down low to the baseline. Carrington Miller won't get that one to go. It's loose and knocked away, and it goes back to Warren Wilson. Remember, no media timeouts here in the Consolation bracket as the Warren Wilson women file in after their practice earlier today. Got a whistle here. Xavier Colbert's going to pick up the foul prior to the inbound. Entry pass ahead for Tyler Triplett. Triplett lost the handle on it. Gathers back out front, and now we're going to see a backcourt. Pass went to Tim Arakte before he was able to get across half court. The inbound from right in front of us. Colbert fires that one in. Medina back to Colbert on the left wing. He thought about popping that for a hot second. Back to Medina. Colbert will drive to Medina to swing around to Hill. Medina runs the show. Go down low to a wide open Carrington Miller and his two. Pulls Central Maine back to within 11-8. Inbounds for Ty Johnson. Warren Wilson wants to slow the pace a little bit. We didn't see Penn State Beaver do that yesterday. I wondered if maybe that's what would happen in a game against the top scoring team in the division. Dish down low to Ali. Ali a kick out to Johnson. 3 on the way. Bam! Knocks it down. 14-8. 6 points the lead. The feed down low to Carrington Miller. He'll fire one up. That's no good. It should be Jimmy Pina in this game. Out of bounds against Central Maine. Warren Wilson will bring Thomas Hay into the game. And substitutions for Central Maine as well. Inbound here for Justin Gagne. Gagne with the drive, the dish down low to Rashad Ali, and Ali finds a bucket for 2 more. The senior out of Chicago makes this a 16-8 game. Warren Wilson doubling up on the top-seeded Central Maine Mustangs. Now the inside pass knocked away. In transition, Johnson will pull up 3 on the way. Leaves it short. Long rebound pulled in by Hay. Hay has it stripped at a foul. And I think they're going to get Sean Hill on that one. It's the first on the freshman from Providence, Rhode Island. Third team foul for the Mustangs. Johnson with the inbound. Finds Ali, the handoff back to Johnson. It's up top. Straightaway 3 from Gagne. Splash! Knocks it down with 15-17 left in the ball game, or the first half. The lead grows to 19-8. Baseline run for Hill. Kicks it out to Josh Thomas in this game. His miss results in a tip back from Carrington Miller. And a bucket when they needed one. Central Maine down 9 now. Warren Wilson looking for an inbounder. And now we've got an untied shoe that'll stop this up. At that stoppage, Ty Johnson comes off the floor and a substitution made. Gagne does not see a wide open Thomas Hay to the basket. He'll go instead to Triplett for 3. Tyler Triplett, whammy, knocks down the 3. The freshman from Morganton makes this a 22-10 lead. Inside now for Jimmy Pina. Pina pull-up jumper deep. Misses off the back iron. Rebound, Warren Wilson. Warren Wilson trying to keep the tempo slow. That's something important when they're looking for the upset. They can't get outside themselves. Danila Radonic is in this game. Radonic will go inside, and Hay with a miss. A travel waves it off. Radonic goes to Gagne for the feed inside. But Hay took steps. A lot of substitutions here as Preston Isner is back in this game for the first time. Luis Medina on the floor. Robbie Babb is out there as well. Probably going to see a lot of faces that we didn't see yesterday. It was an intense game yesterday. Plus, this is a consolation game, so you might as well give some of these players, the younger players, some more minutes. The miss there from Briggs under the basket. Devontae Briggs back in. And Warren Wilson gobbles on the rebound. Warren Wilson probably playing a very similar lineup to what they had yesterday. Foul on Preston Eisner away from the ball. So again, it's interesting to see from every aspect how these coaches approach the consolation game. See, both of these sets of coaching staffs at least dressed up. We didn't have that in the last one. Warren Wilson using this game as a chance to highlight the players that got them there, while Central Maine giving a lot of time to some younger players and using it as the development aspect. Hey, a skip pass to Radonjic. Radonjic over for three to Justin Gagne. It is raining threes here at Maltho Gymnasium. Gagne pours in another one. Team has made three of them here in the first 7 minutes of the game. Inside pass, lost by Babb. Going the other way, Gagne. Thought about pulling up at the top of the key. Instead, we'll try from the right wing. And Gagne knocks it down. 28-10, the score on the Gagne three. The 5 seed leads the 1 seed in a consolation game by 18 points. And now a three from Tim Flanagan misses and a foul into the basket. Danilo Radonjic picks up the foul, the sophomore from Podgorica, Montenegro. With that one. And the big guy, Devontae Briggs, at the line. 6'5" is what he's listed as. 13:02 left in the half. Now a 17-point lead as Central Maine gets the free throw from Briggs to cut into that deficit. They've got their work cut out for them, though. That is for certain. Second on the way. Rims in and out. No good. Long rebound on the corner. And it goes back to Warren Wilson. And a timeout by Central Maine head coach Dave Gagne in his 20th season. He's seen it all, but not sure if he's seen anything quite like this. The 5 seed resurgent today in this consolation game. A 28-11 lead. Here halfway home, or 7 minutes rather, we'll say, into the first half. And a reminder, you can purchase a video download of any contest from this week's national championships by heading to our website at turbosportsgroup.com. That's on your screen, TOURBEAU sportsgroup.com. Make the order of the game film, and Turbo Sports will send you a link to download the game in full for yours to keep forever. We have every game available in HD for full audio commentary as well. Again, that's on our website at www.turbosportsgroup.com. Warren Wilson possession. Ty Johnson with a look. And again, you have to like how Warren Wilson is staying within themselves. They're not the team that leads Division II in scoring. That's Central Maine. Got to stay within themselves if they want to pull this upset. Danilo Radonjic will try the long three. That's going to be a little long. Central Maine in the fast break. Medina behind the back dribble, a feed down low. This is Devontae Briggs, and Briggs can't get it to go. The throw in from Flanagan saved right into the hands of Tyler Triplett, and now a foul away from the ball. Briggs is going to pick up a probable frustration foul there. That's his first, with 12:28 left in the ball game, or the first half, excuse me. Matinee basketball from Maltho Gymnasium on this Friday. Glad to have you with us on the Turbo Sports Group Network. Ty Johnson, the runner from the left lane, the left side of the lane, falls, and Johnson makes this a 19-point game again. Medina thought about the three, instead will pull back. Swing around, the reverse it to the left side. Here's Tim Flanagan on the baseline inside for Robbie Babb. And Babb gets that one to go for two. A 17-point lead now for Warren Wilson. The handoff to Chris Dillard in this game now. Dillard looks for help. Dillard the give inside. A pull-up jumper from Triplett misses. Out of bounds. The Warren Wilson ball here. 11:38 to go in the first half. Now some trouble getting the ball inbound. And that's the 5-second violation. The other way, and the errant pass from Medina goes through the hands of Tim Flanagan. A little too low, so Warren Wilson gets it right back. Johnson crosses over Xavier Colbert. A feed inside for Redondich. To the corner, 3 on the way from Tyler Triplett, and he knocks it down. Another 3. 20 points is the lead now. Central Maine's going to be seeing threes in their nightmares. Medina thought about popping one. Over to Colbert. It's in and out of his hands. We'll swing it around to Flanagan. Flanagan the drive. Back to Medina inside. Jimmy Payne will hoist one up. It won't go. The putback from Carrington Miller does. He's got 6 today. 33-15 from Colton Bivinghouse. Excuse me. Ty Johnson out front. Try to drive from the left side. His strip, no call. Driving in now, Redondich runs into a roadblock. Back up top to Triplett. 10 to shoot. Triplett gives it up to Johnson. Johnson is fouled right in front of us. Xavier Colbert will be whistled for his second. And with that, Warren Wilson wants a line change. 4 fresh bodies. The inbound here to Rashad Ali back in the game. He'll find Gagne. A feed to the corner, 3 on the way from Redondich is no good. Outlet pass the other way for Tim Flanagan. He'll slow things up and go back to the point guard, Medina. Floater of a pass into the left wing. And a feed from Ayub back to Medina. Josh Ayub in this game for the first time. He's on the right wing. Wide open. Instead, they'll go to Flanagan. 3 ball on the way. A little wide from Flanagan. Redondich with the rebound, and now a bit of a press from Central Maine. We didn't see a lot of pressure in the first game today between Berkeley College and Central Penn College. Kick into the corner for Redondich. Redondich, a baseline drive and a feed inside to Ali, and Ali good for 2 more. The lead grows back to 20 for Warren Wilson. Now a bounce pass inside for Bivinghouse. It's out of bounds. Stays with Warren Wilson, with Central Maine. They get it inbounds now to Jimmy Pena. Pena looking for help. Swings around to Ayub, but he drops it. Loses the handle on it. Ayub pulls it back now. We'll reverse it over to Medina. Medina will be fouled on his way in. Or no. They'll call him with a clear out. .909 left in the first half here of this Division II Consolation, and a 20-point lead for Warren Wilson. Not really what you expect out of this one. You almost expected Central Maine to come in and blow off some steam from yesterday. A block foul that's going to go against David Grice, the freshman from Birmingham, England, in this game for Warren Wilson. And I really think sometimes when you play a game, when you're in a consolation game like this, because of the way yesterday's game went, it was a very hard-fought game. Not often you score 101 points and lose. I think the air right out of the balloon for Central Maine today. Ayub will try a 3. No good. A floater from Flanagan. Well, he'll look like he's going to go for the pass. Going for Pena inside. It stays. Oh no, Pena's arguing his case. Initially they said it was going to go back to Warren Wilson, and now it goes back. We got some whistles all over the place here. He said they might be warning Pena for running his mouth to the officials. He's going off the floor now. Central Maine ball. Feed inside for Ayub. The kick back to Flanagan. 3 from the right wing. A little wide. Wide open look for Gagne. Wanted the fast break, and instead it'll be fouled. Or have a tip loose, excuse me. So we've got our lineup sorted out. Back to action now. Gagne for Warren Wilson. The take from the left wing, the dish down low. In out of the hands of Tibarakte. They'll swing things around. Top of the key. 3 on the way from Chris Dillard. No good, and that's one of the few threes that haven't fallen today for Warren Wilson. A look for Medina. Feed down low. Trying to get it inside to Ayub. Can't do it. It's gobbled up by Gagne. Gagne driving in. Gagne the floater. Body out of control, and it won't go. Ayub leading the fast break for Warren Wilson. A dish inside to Medina. The handoff to Flanagan, and Flanagan can't get the bunny to go. Jump ball as Dillard is tied up with Robbie Babb, and that's going to go back to Warren Wilson with 8:03 to play in the half. This one's got a lot more whistles in it earlier on than the other one had. Fouls are getting called a little bit more strictly in this one than they were in the previous consolation between Central Penn and Berkeley. Here's Gagne. Going inside now to Ali. Wants to give it to somebody else, so keeping himself. There's the hand off the top of the key. Dillard will drive. Instead, a kick to Gagne. Thought about the 3 there. Gagne still with it, looking for help. A feed back out to Dillard up top. This is Grice with 10 to shoot. Grice tied up. Grice going up to Gagne. A wide open look from Dillard from the right wing. He shoots with 3 on the shot clock. No good. Tipped out and controlled back to Octay. The Turk will set things up once again. 7:20 now in the ball game. Octay fires inside for Ali, and Ali lays in with the left hand for 2 more. And a timeout. I know we got an issue with an injury here. Meanwhile, the lead is 22, biggest it's been all afternoon for Warren Wilson. This is Josh Thomas running the show with those seafoam green shoes. The 3 on the way from Raymond Monroe is no good. Now a block foul whistled against David Grice. That's his second. How about those shoes by the freshman Josh Thomas? I don't know if you can get a look at those. Thomas standing at the top of the key now at the free throw line. You can see that on the camera. Those are seafoam green shoes. Never seen shoes that color. See a lot of unique colors, but never that color of green. Now the runner goes for Tim Flanagan. 20-point game again with 6:44 to go in the first half. A skip pass to the corner. Tim Arakte is trapped, looking for some help. Now Octay pulls back. Going to try a crossover dribble for the big man. Hands it off to Grice. Grice driving in, and it's kicked. There's the whistle as Cosray Cummings back into this game. A head-first dive. Looks like he's trying to steal second base there. Warren Wilson ball with 6:27 left in the half. The inbound to Octay. He'll run the baseline and he'll find a wide open lane. Tim Arakte, the senior out of Turkey, with 39, or gives Warren Wilson a 39-17 lead. Up top now to Raymond Monroe. Into the hands of Josh Thomas, and Thomas from inside the arc fires 2. Octay across half court. Inside of 6 minutes to go in this half. Pass almost disrupted for Gagne. Ty Johnson Back to Gagne, a deep three, and Gagne hits that one all the way from Swannanoa, North Carolina. What a deep three. 42-19 your score, and now a deep three from Flanagan, and it falls short. And now Gagne wants to push a little forward. Ahead for Hay, who has to save it instead of try to lay it in. Now now Central Maine loses that out of bounds. Warren Wilson ball with 5:22 left. And their biggest lead of the day, 23 points now. Inside for Timmy Hay. Hay finds the high glass. Make it 25 points. Warren Wilson is running Central Maine out of the gym right now. Cosray Cummings on the right wing. They'll swing around to the left side. They reverse it to Luis Medina, or to Raymond Monroe. Now back to Monroe. A feed inside. It's in and out of the hands of Josh Thomas. Warren Wilson ball. The loss yesterday, just the third on the year for Central Maine Community College. Snapped an 8-game winning streak. Now about Warren Wilson. Wouldn't this be a nice finish to their season? To knock off the top seed, albeit in a consolation game. Octay will hand off at the top of the key to Dillard. Chris Dillard almost called for the carry. Instead tries to find Triplett. It's through his hands. Rashad Ali back in this game for Warren Wilson. Coming up on the 4:30 mark, a deep three on the way from Pierre Aguardut. And he doesn't get that to fall. Now a slip the other way. Goes back to Central Maine. Aguardut making his first appearance in this tournament. I'll swing it around to Thomas, now to the left wing, and Sean Hill. Hill can't get that to go. Rebound by Thomas, and that's a jump ball. The arrow favors Central Maine. I'm sure a lot of folks knew the strategy going into this game, that you weren't going to see a lot of guys like Cummings or maybe even a Sean Hill. You got to hand to these folks to come out to support this Central Maine ball club anyway. Three on the way. That is Thomas who has to go in and out. And Warren Wilson up by 25 inside of 4 minutes to go. Ty Johnson is away to Dillard. Now Triplett driving in. A handoff for Rashad Ali. Ali too strong. Pulled in by Aguardut. Here's someone that they would like to get in the weight room, I'm sure. Dutt, a very lanky guy. And now with a lot of loosey-goosey action on offense, a timeout called by Warren Wilson. So with 3:37 to go, we'll see a 30-second timeout. And a reminder, Turbo Sports is the official videographer of the USCAA at all the national championships. TSG provides players, families, and fans with a chance to capture highlights from any major events by creating custom player highlight reels. Learn more online at turbosportsgroup.com. You'd think I would have known that by now. I've only read this 500 million times during this tournament already. But there's the website right there for you. We welcome all of you in from the Central Maine area, from Warren Wilson in the North Carolina area. A lot of Western North Carolina on this roster out of Warren Wilson. Morganton and the Hickory area represented. Of course, you've got Waynesville and Waynesville represented as well. That's the Asheville area. And now a foul here. Thomas will be whistled on that. His first in the team's eighth. At the line for the front end of a one-on-one is Ty Johnson. And he gets that one to fall, and he'll get a second. Second on the way is in and out. No good. Rebound pulled in by Josh Thomas. Let's swing it around to Sean Hill. Hill will try a deep two, and it won't get that one to go. Thomas there for the putback. Nice rebound, and Thomas is in the right place at the right time. He gets the bucket for the Mustangs. 45-21, and now a double dribble call against Tyler Triplett. Could have been a charge. Triplett led with that shoulder. The Warren Wilson ball here Central Maine ball with 3:04 left in the half. The lead is 23 for Warren Wilson in this game. Aguirre Dutt goes up top to Thomas. Swinging around to Aguirre Dutt. He'll pull up for three, a long three, and he'll bury the three. Pierre Aguirre Dutt pulls Central Maine back to within 21. Biggest lead we've seen thus far is 25 for Warren Wilson. Johnson trapped a handoff to Danilo Radonjic. Radonjic loses the handle on it, and now we got a timeout somewhere as the Warren Wilson head coach bails out his player. With 2:26 to go in the first half. 45-24 your score, 21 points the lead. Again, as we said earlier, it has been as big as 25 for the fifth-seeded Warren Wilson Owls. Warren Wilson playing a lineup that is much more resembling their regular lineup. Central Maine playing a lot of players that have not played elsewhere in this tournament. In part to give them some time, and in part because their principals were really pressed into duty yesterday. A very intense overtime loss for Central Maine as they fell 103-101 to Penn State Beaver, the number 8 seed in this tournament. Meanwhile, Penn State Beaver might be the Cinderella team of the whole show. They'll play Penn State Mont Alto later today in a Final Four matchup. A floater from Dillard on the baseline, and it goes. First bucket for Warren Wilson in a while. The sophomore from Williamsburg, Virginia, makes this a 23-point game again. 3 on the way from Medina. Doesn't go. Rebound. Still loose. Controlled now by Jalen Lincoln. Skip it around to Lincoln in the left corner. Thought about a drive. Instead pulls back. It goes inside to Jimmy Pina. Blocked. Still loose in the corner. Last touched by Warren Wilson. And now a late substitution here as Thomas Hay has some sort of an issue. He has some bandages on his ribs. I think those bandages might need replaced. So he'll go to sub as Tyler Triplett's back in the game. Pass disrupted inside, taken away by Warren Wilson. Chris Dillard, the handoff for Ty Johnson. If you're Warren Wilson, could this half be going any better? You're holding the top scoring offense in Division II to 24 points, and you're up on them by 23. The lead almost as big as what Central Maine has on the scoreboard. Dillard makes it a bigger lead with 2 more. 49-24. The lead now is bigger than the total Central Maine has on the board. Hill back to Medina up top. They'll go to Jalen Lincoln, a 3. Lincoln buries the 3. 4 scores in 7 years ago. It's 4 scores is about what Warren or Central Maine needs to get back into this game. Inside look to Rashad Ali. Now the feed back to Ali. Out of bounds off of Central Maine. Jalen Lincoln with a nice stroke, the sophomore out of Damariscotta, Maine. A lot of length to Lincoln, but shooter's touch. Entry pass for Ali. He'll pull up and turn around from the baseline. Doesn't go. 41 seconds left in the half. A differential of 7 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. A feed down low, and the put in from Preston Eisner makes this a 20-point game again. Shot clock is off for Warren Wilson. They can hold now for the final shot. Looks like they're going to slow things up and do exactly that. Johnson gets it across the timeline. Now to Justin Gagne. Gagne's fired a couple threes already this half. He'll pull in the lane and go inside to Rashad Ali, and Ali has two more. Warren Wilson with 51 in the first half and a 22-point edge. 9 to shoot. Medina's got to hurry. A no-look touch pass in the corner for Preston Eisner. The three rattles in and out. Tipped on the baseline. It's out of bounds. 0.5 of a second on the scoreboard. Goes back to Warren Wilson now. They might put some more time on the clock. It was a little bit slow to come back on, but this is a 22-point game. We'll see a catch and turn and a throw here. Oh, no, we won't. We'll see an inbound to Ty Johnson, and that does it. But Warren Wilson running Central Maine out of the gym right now. 51-29 your score. Warren Wilson limiting the best scoring offense in Division II to just 29 points. Pretty decent crowd on hand from the Maltha Gymnasium today. Both women's teams from Warren Wilson and Central Maine have been on hand at varying times throughout the day. The inbound look has us underway. Feed to Gagne. Gagne looking for help, finds Timarakte. His three won't go. Loose on the baseline, and he goes back to Central Maine. Now a look for Johnson. We'll pass it up to Medina inside. Back out to Jalen Lincoln. Three on the way from Flanagan from the wing. No good. We'll see if maybe Central Maine tries to play some more of their starters in this one. Underneath for Rashad Ali. He can't get it to go in the putback. Misses as well. Ali tips it out of bounds, and it goes back to Central Maine. We'll see if they decide to play more of their starters and go for the comeback win in this one. They go underneath for Cosray Cummings, and it's off his hands. Because it is important to get the younger players some experience, but at the same time, you got the opportunity to end your season with the win. You want to do it. Fans came a long way to watch you play, and you don't want to let them down. Justin Gagne up top for Rashad Ali. Looking for the handoff. Now a pitch over to Johnson. 20 to shoot. Johnson up top will run the show now. Dribbling into the double team. Away from the basket now. 12 to shoot. Johnson with a take. And they can't get that to go. The putback from Rashad Ali puts Warren Wilson ahead. 53-29. Spot up though. Look for Lincoln. He'll pass up the three. Back up top to Medina. Inside. And a look for Cosray Cummings for two. Cummings pulls Central Maine back to within 22. A minute and a half down in the second half from Maltha Gymnasium. A runner now from Gagne. That's rejected away in the fast break. 3-on-2. Medina hard to the hole with the right hand. Can't get it to go, but the tip back by Cummings falls. 20-point game now. Gagne on the inbound. The intensity is turned up in this gym, and a foul out front on Luis Medina. That's his second. He got into foul trouble yesterday really bad. Medina has not scored in this one yet. The inbound is going to come from in front of us. Timarakte, the Turk, with a handoff to Ty Johnson. Johnson to Gagne, spotted for three. Gagne knocks it down. 9 made threes in this game for Warren Wilson. 56-33. The handoff inside, turnaround look for Bivinghouse, and Colton Bivinghouse is fouled. That's a pretty good recipe to knock off a number one seed if you're Warren Wilson, to just rain threes. 9 of them in this game. Here's Jimmy Pina, makes that one. Or excuse me, Bivinghouse. Both built very similarly. With a 3 on the front, I couldn't see the 1. Here's Bivinghouse, a second, and he gets that to go. Two makes there for Bivig House, and it's 56-35. Gagne works it to Johnson. Johnson pushing forward to Timur Octay. Octay trying to throw it ahead to Johnson, but it's off the leg. A Central Maine player. Foul there on Jalen Lincoln. It's his second. We're back to action after the foul. And a kick ball will keep it back with Warren Wilson. Inbound to Rashad Ali. Ali falling away. Can't get the jumper to go. No foul. A lot of contact there. Medina with the drive, dribbling in, forces one up with the right hand, and Medina just doesn't have the touch today. Rebound ripped away by Gagne. 3-on-1 rush. It's Ali ahead. Ali lays it in for two more. The senior from Chicago having himself a day. Rashad Ali with 14 points in this one. The lead is 58-35. Loose ball tipped by Ali and controlled by Warren Wilson. Ty Johnson pushing the tempo. We'll rotate the offense around. Johnson finds Gagne. Wants to go inside. Gagne the dribble drive, the kick. A wide open look, three on the way from Tyler Triplett. It's in and out, just doesn't go. 16:35 left in this second half. 23 points is the lead. Now Colton Bivig House in the game to give to Jalen Lincoln, and he's fouled on the way in. Foul's going to go on Gagne. It's two on him. Second foul of the half on Warren Wilson. Entry pass lost, looking for Bivig House. It goes right back to Warren Wilson. Ty Johnson setting up shop. Go back around to the corner, and Timur Octay. Octay looking for help. Finds it in Ty Johnson. Johnson will dribble in. Johnson stripped on the way up. That is out of bounds. Last touch by Central Maine. Baseline jumper from Tyler Triplett doesn't go. Loose ball touched by Central Maine. Almost knocked out of bounds. They keep it in. And here's Medina. Medina the dish under the basket, and a offensive foul first. A player control foul against Luis Medina. That's three on him. Two of them picked up quickly here in this second half. Pair of women's consolation games taking place next here from Maltho Gymnasium. Penn State Fayette and University of Maine at Augusta coming right up after this one. And then Penn State Beaver and Warren Wilson. Gagne looked for three, going into the corner instead for Octay. Octay lost it out of bounds. But no, he got a timeout instead, bailed out by his head coach. A Warren Wilson timeout, a full timeout, so we'll take it with him with 15:36 left to go in the ball game. 58-35 is your score. The lead belongs to the 5-seed Warren Wilson. We'll come back after this word from the Torbo Sports Group. Back to action here from Malta Gymnasium on the inbound look. Into the hands of Tyler Triplett. Triplett will take it out of the corner himself. Triplett lost his dribble. It's on the ground, tied up by Sean Hill. A good job by Hill to get down and tie up Ty Johnson. Now some moisture on the floor. Sean Hill will go inside. Hill looking for Jimmy Pena. Pena off the glass. He gets the 2 to go. And Central Maine now back to within 21. 15:05 left. Central Maine trying to find some offensive flow. We've seen more of Sean Hill in this half, but he hasn't had the touches. And now a steal defensively. It's Carrington Miller in this game. The gift from Medina back inside looking for Hill. He can't connect with him. One-handed pass inside to Tim Arakte, and Arakte is fouled hard. And now a technical, I believe, on Jimmy Pena. He's going to come up with his arm in his hands. So not only is Pena holding his arm and apparently injured that left arm, but he's going to be teed up. Comes back to Dave Gagne. He says, I don't know what I did. Meanwhile, it looks like Tim Arakte is at the line to shoot the free throws. In the meantime, Justin Gagne is down on the other end of the floor. Did not see exactly what happened and why he's laying down on that end of the floor. So Gagne's shaken up. They'll bring Rashad Ali back onto the floor there. And here's Tim Arakte. Now Arakte is going to be pulled away from the free throws, and it'll be Ty Johnson shooting the technical free throws. A miss there from Johnson. And now we've got another whistle here. And a lot of confusion. 14:47 left. It's a 58-47 game. They want to tape Johnson's left leg. I think he's got some exposed blood somewhere. Does a little bit of training on himself while the trainers and assistant coaches attend to Justin Gagne. Johnson hoists the second technical free throw and misses that one. The lead stays at 58-37. I'll be honest, I was looking at the reaction from the Pena incident under the basket. I haven't the foggiest why Justin Gagne was laying on the other end of the floor down, which delayed what was going on there. We'll try to find out. The free throw on the way is good from Tim Arakte. So Arakte got to shoot the free throws because he was fouled on the personal foul, and he hits the second one. And Johnson elected to take was selected by his coach to take the free throws on the technical, and he missed them both as Pena is fouled on the way in. Tyler Triplett will be whistled. Free throw from Jimmy Pina is good. Second on the way. Splash. (59-39) your score now. 14:41 left. Warren Wilson comfortably out in front. Used to have the sense that perhaps Central Maine has a run somewhere in them. In the corner now from Ali. Ali tries to feed it inside to Triplett, won't go. Rebound instead by Ayub. Ayub going the other way. The feed now to Colbert. Three on the way from Sean Hill, and that's the first time we've seen Sean Hill in the scoring column today. The record holder from yesterday gets the big three there at 46 yesterday, a new record for USCAA Division II play in the championships. It's been used very sparingly through the first half. A little bit more in the second. Now a kick ball keeps it with Warren Wilson. Johnson up top, slinging it around to Octay. They go inside now, and a give and go back to Rashad Ali. A huge basket there to stem the tide for Warren Wilson. Momentum was going back in the favor of Central Maine. Now back to Colbert on the left wing. Colbert to give inside to Pina, and Pina's fouled on his way up. Next game up today is Penn State Fayette and University of Maine Augusta in women's play. That'll happen at around 2 o'clock today. Pina at the line. He'll shoot a pair, and the first is no good. The sophomore out of Warwick, Rhode Island. A lot of Rhode Islanders on this roster for being a small school in Maine. Warwick represented a couple times. Cosray Cummings from there as well as Pena the miss. A violation will wave that off. Chris Samaders out of Pawtucket. Raymond Monroe from Cranston. Hometown of Freda Felcher from the Dumb and Dumber movies. Tim Flanagan and Devontae Briggs also from Providence. So too is Sean Hill, but they're all from different high schools, or a lot of them, except Flanagan and Briggs. Floater no good from Dillard. Goes the other way, and a chance for a bit of a run here. Hill, the dish back to Thomas. Out of Hill for three. Three is buried by Sean Hill. It's almost as if Sean Hill decided he was just going to show up and hit threes, knowing he was going to be used sparingly today. Drills that one, 61-45. A trap in the corner. The giveaway on the baseline on a block foul. On the drive from Ty Johnson, they'll whistle Xavier Colbert with that. It's his third. He got into some foul trouble yesterday, and he's getting there today. Touch pass inside from Ali. They give back to the inbounder, Johnson. Johnson back up top. 12:47 in this game, and a 16-point lead for Warren Wilson. Believe it or not, that's as narrow as it's been in a while. The top seed Central Maine with a steal there. Saved him by Devontae Briggs. Here's Sean Hill. Pass to the right wing. Colbert will the look. Hill back up top. He'll try a three from there, and it's going to rattle in and fall home. It plays Plenko, and Hill with his third three of the afternoon makes it 61-48. 9 points now for Hill. Now it's Warren Wilson that needs a score to stem the tide. Ali down low to Thomas Hay. Can't get the baseline jumper to go. The putback from Danilo Radanovic. And Radanovic makes it a 15-point game again. Hill in the corner. They'll go up top to Thomas. A look for three from Xavier Colbert. Not good. Loose on the paint. Hay has it, and it's tied up. Well, it's almost like wrestling down there. You've got to have your man pinned for 3 seconds, it seems like, during the tie-up in this game. That ball was tied up a long time. The arrow favors Warren Wilson now. And they'll get it here. So Gagne back in the game. Look from the corner for Ty Johnson. The three, he buries it, and he's going to get fouled. So a chance for the rare 4-point play for Ty Johnson. Has some of the momentum in the gym, starts to go back to Warren Wilson. To complete the 4-point play, Ty Johnson nails it. Huge there, 67-48. The lead grows to 19. Hill back up top. They'll reverse it all the way into the corner for Flanagan. Inside for Devontae Briggs. Briggs leaves one short. Steal by Miller, and Miller is fouled on the way up. They'll get Johnson with the foul. Chris Semedo with the foul. No, not Semedo. No, he was reading the wrong roster. That's Johnson. The free throw there from Carrington Miller is good. Cosray Cummings set to check back into this game for Central Maine. A lot of time left. 11:23 here in this contest. Consolation Mattel from the Division II bracket, and Miller gets the second one to go. He's 3 for 3 from the line today. And a 17-point lead for Warren Wilson. This is Ty Johnson finding Gagne. Back to Johnson now across the timeline. In the corner, Johnson spot up for 3. He'll dribble drive in. He'll lose his dribble. Here's Tim Flanagan. He lost his dribble. It's out of bounds. Who touched it last? Goes back to Warren Wilson. This will be back to Central Maine. Luis Medina with 3 fouls running the show from the point. A kick to the right wing. Flanagan swings it inside for Briggs off his foot. Goes back to the Owls. Leading the charge for Warren Wilson. Gagne across the timeline. Trap almost in the backcourt. It's down low to Timmy Hay. And Hay takes it to the hole, and he is fouled. Thomas Hay, excuse me. He will shoot 2. Briggs picks up his 3rd foul as Hay nails the first free throw. .49 to go in the ball game. The lead is now at 19 after the second make from Thomas Hay. Out of Waynesville, North Carolina. Again, that's the Asheville area. To the right side, Lincoln gives it up for Medina. A swing around to Flanagan. Flanagan thought about the 3. So too did Medina. He'll drive, put up a floater, a little strong. Rebound pulled in by Rashad Ali. Warren Wilson controlling the tempo all throughout the ball game. Back out to Justin Gagne. Gagne losing his dribble on the sideline momentarily. A kick to Radonjic to Hay on the baseline. A jumper from Thomas Hay falls. And Warren Wilson back up top by 21. Gym full now with players from other games piling in. Up and under look from Hill won't go. A tip back from Cummings is short. And here is Radonjic with the rebound. Johnson ahead to Gagne, who breaks the timeline, trapped. And now he finds Radonjic. Down inside to Ali. A kick to the corner. Hay. He'll try a 3. He'll bury the 3. Thomas Hay with the last 5 points of the game. And it's back to a 24-point lead for Warren Wilson. Now Hill spot up, and he will bury the 3, his 4th of the afternoon. Sean Hill. 74-53 your score now, with 9:30 to play in the contest. Inside to Ali. Ali off the window. Won't fall home. Here is Flanagan in the run out. Dribble drive from Medina. Jalen Lincoln with a touch. Flanagan up top. Thought about popping the long one. Back to Hill. You know Hill wants to. They give to Flanagan, and we're going to see a block. Call on Ty Johnson. Boy, he looked awfully set there from initial perspective. Five team fouls now for Warren Wilson, and 2 on Ty Johnson. So here is Luis Medina to inbound with 9:07 left, and a big possession here for Central Maine. Swinging around to Hill, 3 on the way from the left wing, and it's going to bury that one. It is Sean Hill's world. The rest of us are just paying rent. 74-56. Hill with 5 threes today. In the corner for Triplett. Hill pull up and fire one. It hits the side of the backboard. Medina will pull up and try himself. A little short. Loose ball on the deck. Well, you're down with 8:30 left in the game the way Warren Wilson is, or the way Central Maine is. You might as well just fire away. Skip pass inside for Triplett. Blocked by Sean Hill. Triplett gets it, and the putback is good. And a timeout by Warren Wilson. Leading by 20 with 8:19 to play in the ball game. Warren Wilson calls the timeout. But we'll take it with him. You are watching live coverage of the 2014 USCAA Basketball National Championships hosted by Penn State Fayette on the Torbo Sports Group Network. Back now from Maltho Gymnasium. Second consolation in this men's Division II bracket. The women's Division II consolations are up next. Hill from the left corner. They swing it up top to Medina. Inside for Cosray Cummings. Cummings back to Flanagan. Flanagan the three. He'll bury that. All of a sudden, Central Maine, the team that can hit threes on command in this second half. 5 of them from Sean Hill, and now one from Tim Flanagan. Out front, stolen away. Cosray Cummings with it, trying to corral his dribble. Kicked out of bounds, and it should stay with Central Maine. The officials didn't see it either. Whoever shouts the loudest can make the call. Central Maine keeps it. I believe that was kicked out of bounds by Warren Wilson from what I saw. 7:48 in the game. 17-point ball game. And now how about this? A player mopping up after himself. We've seen everybody mopping at some point. The players using their shoes. For all the volunteers we've got, you think somebody would get out there and mop so that the player doesn't have to be the one to mop. But Thomas Hay can do it all. Back to action here. Medina on the inbound. He'll find Sean Hill. Boy, you thought he was going to take that three. He was spot up for it. Medina on the baseline, took steps. Now we'll see Rashad Ali come back in the game. And Timorakte is going to come off the floor. Gagne has his pass knocked away by Cosray Cummings. Didn't see Cummings, and Cummings slams it home. Cummings with a splash play right there for Central Maine. Makes this a 15-point game. It's as narrow as it's been in some time. It's ahead now to Ty Johnson. Johnson double-teamed. Johnson works out of it. The baseline jumper is good, and he's fouled. Hit hard by Cosray Cummings. And Johnson's going to go to the line to make this a 3-point play. The physicality is starting to step up as we work later into this consolation game. The first consolation we saw between Central Penn and Berkeley looked more like scrimmage play as Johnson misses that one. Is still loose on the deck, grabbed in by Sean Hill. You would not be able to tell by the way the game has gone, other than maybe the lineup used by Central Maine, that this is a consolation game. Finally, Hill misses. It's contested. It's fallen short. 7:05 left, back in the hands of Warren Wilson. So Hill now 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this half. Sling across court to Johnson. Johnson gets it back in the corner. A drive in. A kick. A 3 on the way from Gagne. Wide open look. Gagne knocks it down. The lead is back to 20 for Warren Wilson on Justin Gagne's 4th made 3 of the afternoon. Out of bounds, and now the inbound coming from Central Maine. The top seed in this tournament, down by 20 in a consolation game. Swing around to Jalen Lincoln. Inside to Cummings. Cummings took steps. Now a kick out to Flanagan. Flanagan knocks down the 3. Hard not to sound like a broken record the way Central Maine is drilling 3-pointers on command here. And a timeout. A 30-second timeout called by Central Maine. 81-64 your score here as Warren Wilson leads. We'll take this opportunity to remind you again, you can purchase a full video download of this or any contest from this week's National Championships by heading to our website at TurboSportsGroup.com. Make the order of the game film, and Turbo will send you the link to download the game in full for yours to keep forever and ever. Show the kids, show the grandkids, show your aunts and uncles, mom and dad too. We'll have every game available in HD with full audio commentary. Again, that's on the website at www.turbosportsgroup.com. Spelled as you see it on the screen, Tourbeau. Back live now on the inbound as Warren Wilson can make this a 20-point game again. And now on the feed, steps from Rashad Ali. Now a quick outbreak for Central Maine. Trying to catch Warren Wilson napping. Medina with it, feed inside to Cummings. Cummings lays that one in for 2 more. Central Maine still fighting, down 15, just over 6 minutes left. Still some time. Cummings trying to bat it out of the hands. Now Gagne is trapped against the sideline, and they're going to call a foul on Sean Hill. A little less pressure, and I think they would have had Gagne tripped up into the backcourt. Instead, they'll put him at the free throw line. First on the way is good for Justin Gagne. .6:03 left in the ball game. Now Cosray Cummings will come off the floor. The second on the way from Gagne is good. 83-66 now. Up top, a dribble drive from Medina. Down low for Lincoln, and Lincoln is hit hard and fouled. Jalen Lincoln will shoot a pair. Rashad Ali picks up number 3 with 5:55 to play. As Jalen Lincoln sinks the first. Number 2 on the way, off the rim, and it falls. You can tell Central Maine really wants to get this to a 10-point game, but once they do that, you can just tell anything can happen. Gagne almost lost the dribble. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson a kick to the corner. Hay for 3. Hay is a little short there. Luis Medina will run with it. A bounce pass inside, looking for Hill. It's deflected. A touch pass back to Medina. Medina follows for 2 more. Not quite as it was planned, but it works for Central Maine. It's now a 13-point game. As narrow as this lead for Warren Wilson has been in some time. Hay in the corner looking for help. A floater over to Ty Johnson. with 17 to shoot. Johnson will take. Hay will go on the baseline. Hay with a man falling behind him. No good. Leaves that one short. It goes back to Central Maine out of bounds. This is the final game of the season for both of these teams. There's no moving on from here. A 3 on the way from Flanagan, and he drills that one. 10-point game. I think Flanagan made that all the way from Auburn, Maine. He's well behind the arc. And now, trouble in the backcourt as Johnson finally does get up to Gagne. Gagne fires a 3, doesn't fall. Central Maine wanted to travel. They'll take the missed 3. A lob ahead. Underneath the basket, Carrington Miller lays one in. All of a sudden, Central Maine looking like the Showtime Lakers. 83-75. Warren Wilson led this game by 25 points not all that long ago. Gagne the feed in. The little baseline jumper from Tyler Triplett rims in and out. Ali stripped on the putback. It's out of bounds. It stays with Warren Wilson. 4:19 to go in the ball game. Central Maine has cut the deficit to single digits for the first time in a long time. Ali into the corner. Johnson with it. Back to Gagne. Gagne dribbles around the defender, looking for room. Gagne hoists up a contested runner in the paint. It's good for 2. 85-75 now. Medina leaves it for Flanagan. He'll try a 3. He hits the 3 and he falls. No call there. 85-78 and a timeout with 3:59 to play. Holy Toledo. It's a full timeout for Central Maine. We'll step aside with him. You are watching 2014 USCAA Basketball National Championship action hosted by Penn State Fayette on the Turbo Sports Group Network. Back to action from the Maltho Gymnasium. There's your score, 85-78. If you were with us a while back and are just now checking in, this is true. Central Maine has come back all the way to make this a 7-point game. Triplett, the dish to the corner for Gagne. Gagne wants to go inside. He'll drive himself and take it there. Forces one up too strong. It's loose on the baseline. Last touch by Central Maine. A lot more of the principals for Central Maine seeing more playing time in the second half. They've used 17 different players in this game. Entry pass for Triplett, touched last by Central Maine. Sean Hill, who set a new record in the tournament with 46 points yesterday, has exploded for 15 on 5 threes in this half. And a 25-point Warren Wilson lead, he's back down to 7. Gagne will dish it inside to Ali with 10 to shoot. Ali misses. An outlet pass ahead from Medina looking for Hill. Hill to lay in. No, they'll wave it off his steps. Hill traveled on the way in. And it goes back to Warren Wilson with 3:29 to play. Lob pass inside, deflected loose, stolen. That is going to be Miller on the way. Miller with the lay-in. And it falls short. 3:20 left in the ball game. Ty Johnson goes inside to Hay. Thomas Hay, a kick out to Gagne. Gagne looking for help, finds it inside with Hay. Hay on the baseline, hoists one up, and they're going to call a travel on Hay. Tried to step around the defender, didn't put it on the ground first. It goes back to Central Maine with 3:07 to play. What a comeback by the Mustangs. You would not be able to tell this is a consolation game based solely on the intensity in the gym. Medina, a dish to the right wing. Flanagan on the baseline. Wants help to Medina. Maybe Flanagan took steps, maybe not. It goes to Miller, now back out to Medina. Underneath the basket, Jalen Lincoln all by himself. And he's stripped on the way up. Boy, on the right wing, it really looked like Jalen Lincoln took some steps. No call there on the far side. Meanwhile, this gym is filled with players about to play in the next two games, as well as the Central Maine women. A look from three for Flanagan, a little strong. A long rebound into the corner. Lincoln tries to save it off another player. Saves it back in to Flanagan, who feeds Miller, and Miller is fouled on the way up. They'll go to the line for a pair with 2:43 left. The foul on Tyler Triplett. That is the 8th team foul on Warren Wilson. The next game up is Penn State Fayette, University of Maine Augusta. They're in the house. The shot from Miller is good. Like I said earlier, the Central Maine women don't play until 9, so they're here cheering on the men. This one has drawn a lot of interested onlookers. These fan bases, both Warren Wilson and Central Maine, traveled well to this tournament. Free throw on the way from Miller is good, and it is now a 5-point game. As narrow as this deficit has been almost since the outset, since very early in the first half. Miller will take a seat for Warren Wilson. Chris Dillard back in the game to inbound. The handoff to Gagne, dribbling up the near sideline. Gagne, dish inside, looking for Rashard Ali, and it's off of his leg. It goes out of bounds. It's back to Central Maine, and they can make this a one-possession game with a made bucket here. Saving time every touch. Medina with it now at the top of the key. Medina goes inside for Cummings. A dish down low to Lincoln. Lincoln will bring it back out with 27. A wide open lane for Medina. The dish down low to Cummings, and Cummings with the lay in. It's a 3-point game again on the Causeway Cummings bucket. 85-82. Maltho Magic back again. And Gagne to Johnson. The feed to Timarakte. Now back to Johnson up top for Tyler Triplett. A three. Won't rattle home. Loose ball on the baseline. Last touched by Central Maine. And the Lady Mustangs were doing their part to lobby for Central Maine to keep the ball. The last touch by Warren Wilson basketball, rather. Back up top to Gagne. Inside of 2 minutes to go and a fresh shot clock. Warren Wilson's lead has shrunk from 25 down to 3. Gagne the take. He'll pull up. That jumper will be nowhere near. And now it stays with Warren Wilson. But out of bounds. Rather touched off of the side of the backboard there. And since it was rebounded by Hill, that's technically out of bounds on Central Michigan. 10 to shoot. The kick to Timarakte. Octay falls short on the three. Rebound, Causeway Cummings. Central Maine can tie with a three here. 90 seconds left. Medina has Hill open. Instead, we'll go to Flanagan. Flanagan will try the three and bury the three. We are tied at 85. Pandemonium here in Maltho Gymnasium. Dillard tries to break the press. They'll work it ahead to Ali. Wide open look for Triplett in the corner. Triplett will drive. The floater no good. Loose ball tipped out to Flanagan. 1:05 to play. Flanagan on the left wing. We'll slow it up to Jalen Lincoln. Lincoln leaves it behind for Luis Medina. Inside a minute to play, knotted at 85 between Warren Wilson College and Central Maine Community College in a consolation game between the 1 and the 5 seeds in this tournament. 15 to shoot. Medina inside to Cummings, back to Flanagan for the lead. He hits the lead, 88-85. Central Maine Mustangs out in front. Dillard across the timeline and a timeout. Warren Wilson, you have to be here to believe it. A full timeout taken by Warren Wilson with 37.3 seconds left. This is March Madness. This is the 2014 USCAA Basketball National Championships on the Turbo Sports Group Network. Warren Wilson and Central Maine in a brawl here. Central Maine leads by 3. Both teams brought big cheering sections and they're on their feet here. Johnson tied up. Warren Wilson looking to tie. 32 on the game clock. Shot clock is off by 6 seconds. Gagne wants some help. Gagne will work off a ball screen. He's going to try to free up a look. Up top to Johnson. This is the 3 to tie. Johnson's a little strong. Rebound by Luis Medina with 18 to shoot. Now a foul is needed here. They can't find anybody to foul. Now we're going to see the foul on Flanagan. Warren Wilson screaming for the foul. They get it with 14.4 left. Medina's at the line to shoot a pair. And how about the job this would be for the top seed to save some face in this tournament? Central Maine lost to the 8th seed Penn State Beaver last night in a very hard-fought 103-101 overtime battle, and they were behind by 25 to Warren Wilson. Medina to make this a 2-possession game. Too strong off the back iron. Doesn't go. Rashad Ali with a run. Here's Johnson. Johnson will slow things up. Turns the corner. 8 seconds on the clock. Lost the dribble. It's into the corner for Timaracte. It's on the ground. Loose ball. It's still loose. Controlled by Jalen Lincoln. And there's a foul with 0.1 seconds left. There is still time on the clock. So Central Maine's fans can't charge the floor. The women's team trying to stay on the sideline and stay within themselves. The officials could charge a technical if they wanted to against Central Maine. For that, they won't do it. Here's Jalen Lincoln. He'll shoot a pair. One would seal the game. He's got it. 89-85. Central Maine saves face in this loser's bracket. They get the other free throw, and an inbound will be all for naught. Your final score today from Maltho Gymnasium. Central Maine 90, Warren Wilson College 85. A heartbreaking loss in the consolation loss for the Warren Wilson Owls, or a consolation game rather for the Warren Wilson Owls. They led by 25.